when you have the ball and you're like, yeah, I'm playing an OnCore, and they just go, what? Well, this year I had the privilege of playing in the sectional qualifying for the US Open. I selected the PGA Tour site, which was right after the tournament in Ohio. About 30 PGA Tour players were there, and there was a lot of spots there, so that's why I chose it. I teed up on the first hole with Scotty Scheffler and Curtis Luck, both very big names in golf, and they're like, oh, what ball are you playing? I'm like, oh, I'm playing an OnCore 1. And they both just snapped their heads like, what? It's like, yeah, OnCore 1. I just teed it up, hit it, and I was 4 under through like 3 holes. And they're like, we get up on the 5th hole, and they're like, let's see that ball. A lot of people have a preconceived notion of what the best ball on the market is. You know, there's so many people like, oh, Taylor made this, Titleist this. I'm just saying the best ball on the market is the OnCore Elixir. And people look at me and ask me why or how or what, but you know, until you tried it, you have no idea. The round was kind of funny. I was at Craigburn Golf Club, which is where I play most of my golf, and I went there to hang out for a little bit. Didn't really practice at all, just hit a couple putts, hit probably 5 or 10 golf balls, and my dad said he wanted to play at Brookfield, so I hopped in the car and drove to Brookfield, and when I got there, he was like, oh, we're on the tee. So just walked right over to the tee and smacked it. The original record was set in 1948 by Ben Hogan. He was playing in the Western Open, which was a tournament that they hosted at that one time at Brookfield. It's still a pretty big tournament nowadays. And it was, since then, it was tied twice, but the last time it was tied was 1955, I believe. I don't remember the gentleman's name, but it still remained at 64. Front 9 was a pretty standard front 9 for me. I mean, I did shoot 5 under, you know, normally a couple under, but I made a good birdie on 1 to start off the day, which kind of gets the juices flowing early. Birdied 4 and birdied 8 and 9, which was big. And I picked up another birdie on 5, which was a par 3. 31 on the front, which was it was a good score. It made me want to keep going. So, but I really ended up hammering it home on the back. On the back, you know, I parred the first 2 holes, but I made a good eagle on a good save on 12 for par, and then I made a great eagle on 13 and another eagle on 16. That really helps when you can go 4 under in 2 holes, and then made a great birdie on 18 to finish it off. It was a blessing to just have my dad there, and you know, it's something that he's been trying to do for forever, since he's been a member there for 45 years, and it was something that he had never been able to do, and it feels good to be able to break Mr. Hogan's record after 4 generations.